Hello everyone, this is Tony LaPorta with simplerfutures.com. This is the free video for May 9th. And this is just a 40-year, 39-year chart which dates back to 1977. I started the industry in 1979 about why I feel you don't ever want to pick tops. And I know, and John Carter wrote a beautiful article a week ago in the Forbes magazine about, the 5 stocks, whatever indexes, ETFs that he's picking a top for. And this is sort of a, two sides to the market, shall we say. And the thing that I know and love about John Carter is he loves when people take the other side of his view, because we all have a view. That's what makes the market, the bulls and the bears. And he will look at this chart and say, absolutely, Tony, you know what? You got a good point there. But I'm not looking for, a 2-year correction. I'm only looking for 50 points or 100 points or whatever. And the great thing about John Carter is he will see something. He will have a view. And he's always got a view because he's a trader. He's a speculator. And it's our job to have a view. But he will see one thing, maybe one little indicator, maybe a squeeze that's ready to fire, maybe a squeeze that fires in the opposite direction that he wasn't sure, that he thought would go the other way. And he will change his view at the drop of a hat. So this is a longer term view. This is when I talk to kids, and kids being, kids in their 20s who just start their career, and I talk to them about putting money away for their future. I always tell them that you only make money in the stock market when the stock market goes down, because you're not going to touch that money for 35 to 40 years. So when the stock market goes down, you get to buy cheap stock. Do you want to hear the crash of 87? Look what it looks like. Look what it looks like on this chart. That's the crash of 87. What happens if you bought the break here? Just buy the break. Here's the tech bubble. Just buy the break. Here's the Great Recession. Just buy the break. Some of the smartest money, some of the greatest so-called market gurus missed this whole rally. And guess what? And they're still, and this little, what does this date back to? 2014? This 2 to 3 years of churning and burning up here has done nothing but bring more bears to the forefront. And as I sit here this Saturday morning, I took a look at where the indices and the indexes closed this week. Do you know the NASDAQ? The NASDAQ futures for June. Now, this was a real bad week, right? It was a real bad week. In our mind, it was a really bad week. The NASDAQ futures closed down 3.25 points this week. Pretend you're short. Because they're all short. They all sold it. Because what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to sell in May and go away. So it's just something for your head. I'm not bearish. This is the free video. I hope that helps. I know it's crazy, but it gives you something to think about. Tony LaPorta with Simpler Futures signing off.